Friends, today is Friday, the 28th of August, and it's the Feast of St. Augustine. Yesterday we celebrated the Feast of St. Monica, his mother, who prayed for his conversion, which did take place. And today we celebrate the son, St. Augustine, one of the great saints, one of the great church fathers of the church and doctors of the church. And in the Gospel today, we are looking at the 25th chapter of Matthew's Gospel. We're coming closer to the end of the Gospel of Matthew, in which the general theme is to stay awake and be ready for when the Lord comes to us. And the Gospel is about the 10 virgins, 5 foolish and 5 wise virgins, who are awaiting the bridegroom. And Jesus recognizes and commends the prudence of the virgins, the wise virgins who are here. And that got me thinking about prudence and wisdom, two of the cardinal virtues, we call them, two important virtues in life itself and in the spiritual life. St. Augustine and many others in the church, Thomas Aquinas included, wrote on these virtues that come to us from the ancient world, which the Christians picked up and saw as useful and good to live the good Christian life. And so prudence, what is prudence? We probably don't think about prudence too often. We sometimes use that word, be prudent, do the right thing. And that's basically what it means. It means to know what to do in a particular situation, to make the right choice, to make the good choice in a particular situation, to have a kind of sense, a feel for what needs to be done. Once somebody used the example, I thought it was very helpful, of a quarterback in football. And the ball is in motion, and the quarterback is looking around. He has a feel for what is happening. He sees that field. He sees who's available. He's got the ball in his hand, and he makes the right decision in that situation, having sized it up. Or perhaps a military officer on the battlefield who, looking out, sees and has a feel for what he must do, what is the best decision for himself and the others, and makes that decision, a decision for the good. A prudent person sizes things up quickly and makes the decision in the moment, in a particular situation. And that's very similar to wisdom. Sometimes prudence and wisdom are equated, but they're different. Prudence has to do more with a particular situation. Wisdom has the sense of a bigger picture, to kind of know the lay of the land. Sometimes it's called God's view of things, from up on high, looking down, seeing what's taking place, coming to an understanding of it. If we had this wisdom, we would probably understand better, at least better, why certain things happen. How often do we say, why did God do this? Why did God do that? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? If we had that view of God, of the big picture, we would probably see why that happened, why that took place, come to an understanding. So wisdom is the big picture. Prudence, the individual, doing the right thing at this moment, in this place. When the two of them work together, obviously it's a very, very powerful thing, wisdom and prudence. Knowing what to do, knowing the big picture, knowing what to do in a particular situation, having that prudence, having that wisdom. St. Augustine is one of these people that really understood prudence and wisdom, all his writings and his actions and so on. One of the great, great saints of the church. Let me conclude this morning with just a little quotation, a famous quotation from St. Augustine, who also wrote on these virtues. We remember that St. Augustine's early life was a kind of riotous life. It was I don't know, I suppose he would say an immoral life. The reason his mother, Monica, prayed for him. He was a kind of loose living, we might say, and not untypical of young people in the world, even then and now today. But later in life, he would reflect upon that, and he said these words, wrote these words, "Late have I loved you, O beauty ever ancient. Late have I loved you, O beauty ever ancient, ever new. Late have I loved you. You were within me, but I was outside, and it was there that I searched for you. You called, you shouted, and you broke through my deafness. You flashed, you shone, and you dispelled my blindness. You breathed your fragrance on me. I drew in breath, and now I pant for you. I have tasted you, now I hunger and thirst for more. You touched me, and I burned for your peace." Wisdom, prudence, hold that thought, and we'll see you tomorrow.